Hi, I'm Rose Kress. I'm the owner and director of the LifeForce Yoga Healing Institute, and I wanted to share my story with you. So, I carry a diagnosis of obsessive compulsive disorder, which is a pretty intense anxiety based disorder. I also have a trauma history and a PTSD history. And my childhood, I felt worried and anxious a lot. Of course, there were moments of peacefulness or calmness, but I pretty much felt anxious most of the time. I had a really hard time going to sleep at night and was often up for hours lying in bed before I could fall asleep. I had a lot of anger, and I worried a lot about things. I was scared, deathly afraid of thunder and lightning and spiders and hurting myself and being seen as stupid and not knowing the right answer and all of that, all through my childhood and into my 20s. And then in my late teens, I met the man that's now my husband, and it was through that relationship some healing started to occur. And then I really delved deep into a yoga practice, and that's when the deeper healing began. Through my practice of yoga, I began to see just a glimpse that there was peace out there, that my mind could be calm, my mind could be focused, and I could have a sense of peacefulness. And so I kept at the yoga, and those glimpses became longer and longer and longer and longer until I was spending a lot of time in what I would consider to be a really balanced, peaceful, calm mind. And then in November of 2015, I was rear-ended and fairly bad, and I had a pretty intense, severe traumatic brain injury, a bad concussion, and things changed for me again. And that my emotions were all over the place. Those of you that have had concussions, bad concussions, can probably attest to that. Reactivity is just on, and it just becomes really hard to manage. A lot of times you're watching yourself say things that you wouldn't normally say, and you have no control, and it's upsetting. And your emotions are raging like wildfire through the brain, and so you're also exhausted after having any kind of emotion. So that went on for a while, and I applied all my yoga and all my tools to support myself in calming, because it's a nervous system injury, so really calming things down. And I found out in the summer of 2018 that I have multiple sclerosis and have had it since the early 2000s. Unbeknownst to me, I basically didn't have any kind of symptomology of it, but the brain injury seems to have triggered it. And so now, this filming in May of 2019, I'm struggling with some of the things that come along with MS, which is mood disorders that don't seem to be really responsive. So anxiety is back up again, and depression is back up again. And so I manage these things with the yoga, and I manage them with all of the tools at my disposal. So exercise, companionship, love, support, friends, lots of yoga, yoga postures, yoga breathing. I also use a lot of essential oils. I use nutrition, all of these things to help manage what's going on inside for me, because my nervous system is just, it's like a raw nerve these days, so it's really open and too receptive, and so it needs a lot of coming back in. And so I share this story with you, not because I'm looking for sympathy, but because moods fluctuate, anxiety fluctuates, depression fluctuates, but I'm so much more than the anxiety that visits or the depression that visits. I'm so much more than the MS that's here with me right now, so much more than the chronic pain that comes with that, so much more than all of those things. And yoga helps me, particularly LifeForce Yoga, helps me to know that I am that so much more. And I share it with you so that you can share your story, so that we can end the stigma together around mental health issues, but also to maybe give you a glimpse that there can be a peacefulness a peace of mind, that you can find your way into a calm and centered life. And I would be honored to show you those pathways. I would be honored to help you step forward and to share your story and to help end the stigma on mental health issues. So you can follow more, read more stories on our Instagram page, LifeForce Yoga Om. You can find us on Facebook. LifeForce Yoga is where we are on Facebook. You can visit our website, yogafordepression.com, and you can also check us out on YouTube, where we've got lots of videos. Just search for us, LifeForce Yoga, on YouTube, and you'll find us. Lots of videos to help support you in finding some stabilization. So until next time, thank you.